standing in the darkness. Life is about keep moving. So when you're dealing with something, there's a difficult conversation that you need to have, don't run from it, have a conversation. Because the faster you have a conversation, the faster you're going to get to your blessing. See, when you run away from it, now your blessing's there, but you're way back here, and you can't see it. And then you start to get mad because you can't see it anymore, and then you see somebody else is doing it. Now you become a hater. Now you're hating on them because they got it. Oh, he privileged. Oh, you think he better than somebody else? No, you blocked your own blessing. So if there's a phone call that you need to have, if there's a job that you need to leave, if there's a relationship that you're in that you need to be out of, if there's some people that you're socializing with that you need to get away from, you need to go ahead and do it. Because the faster you get over that, the faster I'm going to get to my blessing. Don't block your own blessings. Now, ages of socialization, family, school system. We live in a country, right? It amazes me. It amazes me. We live in a country. This is the only country in the world that you can come from the bottom and go to the top. But we live in a country that throws us distractions all the time, that keeps us unfocused on the big dream. So again, if you still focusing about racism, classism, genderism, you focus on all that stuff, those are distractions. You're blocking your blessings. Have your vision, have your dream, and make it big. So if it's big, it doesn't matter what happens. You can't take me off my path. Because if you're in my way, I'm supposed to learn something from you anyway. Let me go ahead and get what I need to learn from you. That's right. Right? Let me get it. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I might keep that. But I might just say, you know what? Later for that, you can keep that. That's yours. Take your issues. You go ahead. I'm gone. Right? But we focus too much on the distractions. So some of us, our lives is filled with running around, going from distraction to distraction to distraction to distraction. So we live in a country that in our educational system, they don't teach us how to become entrepreneurs. You are conditioned to come out and be a worker. Think about that. You are conditioned to come out to be a worker. Unreal. So let me just hold up. Wait. Here's a good one. I just thought about this. I'm gonna kill you with this one. This is a good one. I just made this up. I just made it up right now. I'm gonna kill you with this one. So listen to this. Now listen to this. Okay. So I have on a polo shirt, right? Okay. So I'm repping someone else's stuff. I'm a billboard for somebody else. So it's amazing. It amazes me that Troy was like, hey, we got to go out and take a photo. We're going to move the cars. So I listened to everything, too. So it was like 2 minutes, move the cars, we're going to take a photo. Somebody was like, there's nothing in this company that we do in 2 minutes. It's going to take longer than 2 minutes. Troy, let's go take a picture. The one young lady didn't have the green on. He was like, pick up that jacket right there, put the green on, right? He's branding his business. You got to have the green on. If you don't have the green on, then you ain't in. The shirt means something. The green means something. He's branding what he's doing, so he's living in his dream. You can't distract him. There's no distractions that's going to take him away from his dream because it's too big. He wakes up every day in his dream. Think about that. He wakes up every day. Hello? I'm up. Right? I'm up in his dream. Some of us wake up in a nightmare. I got to go to work. I can't believe I'm going in here. I want to quit. But you can't quit because now you need that money. You need that guaranteed money. You're afraid to bet on yourself, so you need the guaranteed money. We live in a country that don't even teach us how to be entrepreneurs, how to win the game. So you gotta go roundabout ways. You gotta be able to read a book here and take something from the book. You know what I mean? Because if you don't get an opportunity to see somebody actually living in their dream, it becomes difficult to believe. People believe what they see. See, a lot of people look at Troy and say, he got cars and all that other stuff. He living his dream. He deserves everything that he get because he's living in his dream. Because he believed in himself enough to bet on himself. The education system didn't teach him this. He just bet on himself. Right? So the educational system. Then our communities teach us stuff. Now, where we grew up at, it was survival of the fittest. I love Troy. Troy had a paper route. We used to laugh at Troy. Troy got that straight, get off the... Troy delivering them papers. Troy straight delivering them papers. Troy, we ready to go play baseball over at Walsworth. I got to deliver them papers. Then somebody else would miss their route. Troy, what? Now, you know he ain't going to do it for free. Troy said, huh? I'll do it. I'm going to get paid for it. He'll do somebody else's route. Again, your community, our communities sometimes are big blockages, just barriers in front of us because it teaches us that we can only see what people believe what they see. They only see pain and heartache all the time. So when you put a dream up in front of them, they can't see it. They already done put doubt in their mind because they already done seen somebody else done failed at it. And then you having conversation with other people, you tell them you sharing big dreams with small-minded people. What is wrong with you? You opening up big dreams to somebody who ain't never seen it, ain't even trying to go nowhere, but you holding on to what they telling you. When they telling you can't do it, you like, you know what? You right. Who does that? Our communities teach us that. So as long as me and you still living in the same place, doing the same thing, we comfortable with one another. Our communities is a big blockage. So that's number 3. That was what? That was 2. That was 2?
That was
Family.
3.
See?
It was 3.
Somebody ain't paying attention. Somebody ain't paying attention.
63. You let it. It's all right.
Man, that was 3. I knew I said. I knew. I'm the one speaking up here. I'm like, I know I got a rhythm in my head. How it was supposed to. He said, no, that's 2.
You didn't call it out.
I didn't call it out?
You gave us time, you didn't get the number. That's
Okay.
all
All right, okay.
I learned.
Hey, I was with you.
And you was with me? Because he jumped out. That was 3 right there. That was 3. All right, Columbus. I like that, Columbus.
He got his notebook.
Yeah, write that down. That's my man. All right, so now you have, okay, so let me go back. You have family, you had a school, and then you had your community. Here's the next one. It's a big one. Social media. The news. Just imagine, look at this. Now, you turn on the news, you don't hear anything positive, you hear a whole bunch of negativity, right? So you hear all this negative stuff. So what does that do? That's just smothers, just put blocks in front of your dreams. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because look at this. Now you're afraid to go outside. You're afraid to open up your car. You're afraid to open up your door. You're afraid to go to the store. You're afraid to let your kids go to school. You're always thinking about this. You're thinking about that. We got alarms all in. We imprison ourselves. We got bars on the windows. 15 different alarms on the doors and windows and all that. Motion detectors. Again, we see it so much. It feeds us. And when it feeds us, it starts to play with our mind. We can't block our mind from it. And if we don't block our mind from it, then what starts to happen? We just start to give into it. We just give right up into it. So what does that do? That creates fear. False evidence appearing real. See that? We create it. We create it. And if you can't learn to disassociate yourself from it, right? The environment that we have, or our communities that we live in, if you can't just detach yourself from it, you're going to be consumed by it. See that? You stay in it so much, now you just live it out. You just live it out. For example, You have the mouse group. He creates opportunities. He's not afraid to share what he's doing with other people. He becomes a blessing to other people. When you start to go into your gift and start to grab out your gift and achieve your dreams, what you do then is give it back. That's why it's okay for him to sit up here and throw business out. Because again, he's comfortable with where he's at. A lot of us, we're not comfortable who we are because of these distractions that we have. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? So if you start to look at social media, watch what you start feeding yourself. Be careful of the books that you read. Be careful. Start feeding yourself positive things all the time. Reading something positive when you wake up in the morning. Read something positive. Start off with a quote. Just to keep you on track. Throw something positive to your brain. Because now when you start to feel the negativity coming, that becomes your armor. I'm trying to go in this direction. This negativity is coming here. And guess what? You'll miss me because I'm keep moving forward. What happens to us is that we stay still. We right there. All the negativity can find us. It's easy to find. I know where you're at. Let me just go over there. She'll be right there. Just dump their stuff on you.
Like a garbage can.
You ever start a conversation with a person and before you got some information, oh, guess what happened today? And you like, oh, I'm going to tell you the day was such a good day. And that person be like, but how I'm feeling today, bills ain't get paid. He ain't doing nothing. He living in the house, ain't doing nothing. Kids is eating everything up. Right? And you're like, well, wait a second. I was rolling. But then they just throw their stuff on you. Gotta get people back their issues. Gotta get people back there. That's not mine. That's not mine. That's not for me. I'm not holding on to that. You take that, you can have that back. It's good talking to you. Now, I might see this person every day. I might have to cut that back. I might have to see you twice a week. Hey, how you doing? Everything good? I know what you're going to give me. You negative. I know what you're going to give me. So go ahead. Give it up. All right. Good job. I don't know what you're going to do with that. You'll be okay. And I'm going to go about my business. See, I'm not going to allow you to put your darkness on me. I'm running with the sunshine. I got the light on me. I got the light on me. When I got the light on me, I got to take advantage of it. It's just like y'all phone. Everybody here got a phone. When you're around negativity and those five elements starts to pound on you and pound on you and pound on you, it's like your battery. It drains. But when you're around positive people, that's the charger. Just plug it in. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Why do you think y'all gather today? Because he wants y'all to feel the positive energy. Because there's some folks in here that's really making it work. So there's some of you that's doubting yourself. You get ready to go knock on the door like, I ain't going to get it. Then guess what? You ain't going to get it. You right. You right. So you might as well just go ahead back to the car. You right. You ain't getting it. Because as soon as you come to the door, you had all this negativity written all over your face like, yeah. What's insurance? Death insurance. Okay. But then there's some people that come in there with all the energy in the world. I'm here to help you, help your family. Let me work with you to work with your family. Because again, what happens? We wait till the last minute, something happens, now we all looking around like, what do we do now? We can't live like that. We got to pull this stuff together. Look, let's have a vision on this. There's some people that's going to come like that. What's going to happen? They're going to get the sale. And then they're going to have a car lined up over there. And then there are going to be some people, no, they be giving them the right calls. They be giving me the wrong calls. Yeah, they get the good leads. They He get the good leads. They be giving, Troy be making up these leads. I'm telling you, I went there, there was nobody there. Okay. All the doubts on you. So now when the doubts on you, now guess who you gonna blame? Somebody else. Somebody else. So social media is big. That's number 4, right? Social media is big. Now, the last one is just our system as a whole. Our system as a whole. We've moved from an industrial economy, right? We used to be a hunter-and-gathering society, right? Now, just the last one, 5. This is number 5, guys. It's the last one. So number 5 is. He ain't getting no sales. He going there.
No good leads for him.
No good leads. The family named Jefferson, he called the Williams. You hear from the Williams? He going there wrong names, everything, Troy, right there. So okay, so now, we used to be a hunter-gathering society. That meant that if the men went out to hunt, we would all share. It was a collective. One of the things that when we grew up in the projects. My mom would go somewhere that she couldn't take us. But there was always one lady in the court that would watch all the kids. You ain't allowed out the court. She sat in the window like this, and we all just play out there for hours, right? That was the automatic babysitting. There was a collective responsibility. Y'all got that? Now we're in an information economy. It's not what can you do for me, it's more than that now. It's what can you do for me and how fast can you do it? You can't mail me nothing, you better email it to me quickly. We live in a generation where now we text each other instead of picking up the phone and really having a conversation with a person. And then we break down the English language because we don't want to text all that, and we just be putting like little stuff, and you just like, what does that mean? But then you start guessing, right? Conversations is all messed up now. You know what I mean? Like now, you don't even sign stuff. They don't even teach cursive writing anymore. And it's just like, you know, it's like, okay, what is that? I wrote some cursive stuff. Kid was like, what does that say? What? I was learning this. I got this cursive writing. They don't even do that anymore because now we went from a society where it was a collective responsibility to we went to a very selfish society where I will step on someone else as fast as I can to get where I'm trying to go. Amen. So selfless. So when someone comes across as being selfless, he teaches that the majority of people around us is very selfish. So now, I don't want to be selfless. I don't want to help somebody else grow their business. I want all the money, keep it to me. It'll stay with me. I don't care what happened to you. You better pull up your boots, walk through the mud, do everything that I did in order to make success. Instead of helping somebody else and being selfless. So then what do? Now, you've been blessed, then what do you turn around and do? You bless other people. That's the way it's supposed to go. We shouldn't be selfish. We should be selfless. See, some of you are just focused on the money. If you're focused so much on the money, you're going to miss the money. Because as you're going for the money, you're going to be stepping on people, and that's very selfish. But when you're selfless, money will find you. Some of y'all didn't catch that. Some of y'all didn't catch what I said. You know what I mean? So some of you are so focused on the money that it's very selfish. You might have heard somebody get the call. Well, the Williams, they open. They want it's a sale. And then you might hear it be like, the Williams? What's that? And then next thing you know, her keys is missing.
I'm sorry, Smiley.
He like this.
I'm sorry, Smiley.
Driving to the Williams. Right? He driving like this. You like, where my keys at? You know what I mean? Selfish. But what's going to wind up happening? He going to block his blessing. He going to block it. It's going to come. You focus so much on, I can't believe it. See? Distracted. You got it. I'm going to get mine anyway. Your blessing's going to come. It's right there. You just got to keep going forward. So those are the 5 elements. All right? So now, Troy, now let me try to bring this so we can be all on the same page. All right. Growing up. Summer jobs. It's the first time I had a little summer job. My mom used to buy all my clothes. You know, you had to appreciate what she bought. Got a summer job. I was like, yes, I'm gonna buy my own clothes. Me and my cousin, we had summer jobs. A store is a store. They sell the same stuff, same name. TJ Maxx, when it first came out, remember TJ Maxx first came out, everybody going there. But there was a TJ Maxx out, Century 3. So we from the Hill, so that meant 2 buses to get out Century 3. Like there's gonna be some different stuff at that TJ Maxx than any other TJ Maxx. But I'm out Century 3, that's where I go, you know. That was the thing with us. I travel out. No, I bought all my stuff from Century 3. You downtown? You went downtown? No, I'm out Century 3. I'm out Century 3.
That's the truth.
So that was the stuff. And we was, ooh, you out Century 3? Yeah, I'm out Century 3. Where you get that from? Century 3. Century 3. Now, I'm telling you the truth. As do being true, that's what we used to do.
Century Day had the Feli's wetsuits done.
What? See? You go in there, you get some nice stuff. So me and my cousin, we get paid. So we think it's summer, you know, our school clothes. So, you know, we get the card. He got his card, I got my card, we going down. I was like, oh, yes, I'm getting this. Then, you know, I'm putting the jeans with it. So I'm going, you know, you got to go through the stuff. I found some white 501 Levi jeans. See, y'all don't understand the importance of white 501 button fly jeans. I had them. So we both, me and my cousin were the same size. So I was like, oh, no. I grab him, he tried, I got it. Boom, threw it in mine. So now, go to Giant Eagle, buy the dye. Remember the dye?
Oh, wow.
I'm dying. I'm getting ready to kill him. So I had the polo shirts lined up, had the 501 jeans, had all my jeans. I put it in there. But remember, that was the first paycheck. Couldn't pay for it all. So what did I do?
Put it away.
Put a little money down on it, right? Put a little bit down on it.
Something on it.
And put something on it.
Put something on it.
Put that thing in layaway. But you had to come out and make those payments. Or they're going to put it back on the shelf. So, talk to the lady. Hey, let me get this stuff here. She's like, layaway's back there. She already knew. Layaway back there. Me and my cousin. So we put all our stuff in there. Put it in layaway, paid for it. Put my down payment on it. Next check, I go to my cousin. I'm going out Century 3. Put that money on that layaway. My cousin. No. These, you know, we met these girls. We gonna take them out. I'm like, take them out? I'm going out Century 3. So he was like, no, next check, I'll double up. I was like, all right, I'm out there on the bus. Going there, so I go back to the back to make my payment. So to make sure, tell lady, bring my stuff out. Make sure you're, you know what I mean? Make the payment, I'm out, right? I'm out, I'm gone, right? I'm gone. Next payment come, time to get it out, right? Next payment come, go to my cousin. Yo, I'm going out Century 3. He's like, no, forget that. I'm getting ready to do this with these girls. I was like, I'm out. I'm going to Century 3. I go out Century 3. I try my stuff on. Like, yeah. I'm killing. I'm wearing this first. You remember you put your, I'm wearing this the first day. Then that. I'm going to be killing them. Right? So I got it all planned out in my head. I'm getting ready to kill them. Right? So I get my stuff. Guess what they do with my cousin's stuff?
Put it back on the shelf.
They put it back. Now stay with me on this. The dream is free. Success is sold separately. Your dream of being the #1 sales in the Miles group, that's free. Anybody can say that. But success is sold separately. So that means you got to be willing to put those payments in on a continuous basis every day, putting those payments in on building that business. See, a lot of us, we look at what people have and we want what people have. We look at the finished product and want the finished product, but you are not willing to ask the questions about what they had to do, what they had to sacrifice in order to get to the car being out front. See what I just said? So a lot of us, we put stuff on layaway. We'll put the stuff on layaway like it ain't nothing. But the majority of you, just like my cousin, you're not willing to make the necessary sacrifices because you allow distractions to take you away from your big dream. So instead of really just saying, you know what, it didn't matter. I could care less what female was out there. I could care less. Those 501 white button-fly jeans was mine. I was going to go get those jeans and wear them. When I dyed them like a lime green. I had the little lime green coming in with the polo. What?
Killing them.
I was killing them. I started walking real pigeon toed with it like. I was walking like.
He was mama like it.
I was late to every single class. I had the bag on this like, where you going? Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So you know you gotta poop. I wanted you to know that they was the button flies. So all you need is one person to be like, ooh, he got on those button flies. It didn't matter because I wanted those button fly jeans, so I was willing to sacrifice everything. You gotta be all in. You can't be halfway in. Some of you halfway in, halfway out. You got your foot in, then you got your foot out. You got your foot in, and you got your foot out. And then you mad when the paychecks don't come, you falling behind on bills, but you ain't really working it. Because you ain't all in. And then you start pointing the fingers at other people because that's what we know. It's not your fault. It's somebody else's fault. You don't want to focus on self. You want to blame somebody else. Can't blame somebody else when it comes to something that's big. Right. So when you look at Troy, you got to look at Troy for what it is. Troy was willing to do, guess what? Bet on himself. Yeah, he could have worked for somebody else and made $2,000 a week. But some of you make more than $2,000 a week.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So don't put something in front of you. Don't block your blessings. Move the blessings out the way. When the dream is big, right? Don't focus on having a car out there. Focus on the journey. I want you to focus on the journey because every time I wore those 501 button fly jeans, I'm telling you it was a sense of pride because I know I made the necessary sacrifices for it. You couldn't tell me nothing. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what anybody else said. You can't get mad at me because I'm willing to do what other people ain't willing to do. I'm willing to sacrifice it all. So the question that I ask each one of you, because you're here and you see the things, you're like, yeah, I'm great. This is it. This is the month right here.
It's the year.
Right
I'm
here.
getting ready.
I'm going to kill him this month right here. This month, I'm killing him. This month right here. Killing him. I'm going to start my motivation on the Friday meeting. I'm going to look Troy in the eye, tell Troy, I'm making this money. Right? So easy to say that. So easy to say that. But then the question is, what are you willing to give up in order to get the ultimate dream? And if the dream ain't big enough, then you'll always run back to your comfort zone. And it'll be something else. It'll be another another business that's out there that you'll say this is the right one for me? Why not now? It ain't on nobody else. Don't blame nobody else. You got to be willing to do what other people is not going to do. If you're willing to outwork somebody else, you'll be okay. Lastly, I'm going to wrap up with this. Y'all ready? All right, so, I'm a historian. I like little history stuff. The Vikings. Vikings was some bad. They would just come just be like, this is when people thought the world was flat. The Vikings was like, look, there's riches out there somewhere. And guess what? We're going to jump on these ships. We're going to go find these riches, bring it back. Right? So they would jump on the ships. So this one Viking, they would get off, they had like 3 ships. Soldiers get off, he had his sergeants, and let's march. So they get in formation, they walking. Right? So then the general stopped and be like, hey, pointing to his 2 lieutenants, go back to the boats. They go back to the boats and burn the boats. They burn the ships. So what does that mean?
No going back.
Ain't no going back.
Burn
We
them
all
bridges.
in. So the question is, as we go through the Miles group, how many are you willing to burn the ship?
Say it again.
See? See, that's what I'm saying. And I guarantee you, the ones whose cars is out there done burnt the ship. Ain't no going back. See, that's a whole different level of thinking that, guess what? Ain't no turning back. I'm telling you, to burn the ship so that you don't go back to your comfort zone. Just burn it. Some people say, don't burn bridges. Man, burn that bridge. Don't go back. Ain't no turning back. Only thing you can do now is go forward. Only thing you can do now is go attack and go chase after your dreams. That's the only thing that you can do. Because soon as something happens, a dark day come, somebody tell you something that you ain't want to hear, you're going to turn right back around and go back. And then you're going to be mad at yourself. And then the more that you do it, the longer you stay back there. Some of us been stayed back so long because we tried some things and we came back. We tried some things and we came back. Then we just say, I ain't trying no more. And then an idea comes, $1 million idea comes, and you say, I want to chase it. Then you go halfway out there, then you go back. What I'm telling you right now, if you want to be successful in the Miles group, if you want your name on the wall, you want the ring, you want the car, you got to be willing to burn the ship. If you ain't willing to burn the ship, it's okay. Just get up and let somebody else who's willing to burn the ship sit down so they can keep moving.
Amen. Amen.
That's the beauty about this. You have an opportunity every single day that you come in here, and if you came from Roanoke, this is what I'm going to say to you. You came to Roanoke to be around other people who burnt the ship. So the question is, don't ask yourself, why not you? Or why me going some pity party? I'm saying, why not you? Why can't it be you? Why can't it be your car? Why can't it be you? Don't allow somebody else, don't allow those 5 elements to keep you holding you back. What I'm telling you right now, and when you talk to Troy, just ask. Tell the truth. Did you burn the ship? Thank you very much. Thanks, Troy. I appreciate you.
Say your name.
Yeah, Sean McCaskill.
Sean McCaskill, y'all.
You gonna get 1,000 people?